Hi guys, Simon Hoare, the Tory MP, who is the chair of the Northern Ireland Affairs Select Committee, is somebody who has a better understanding than many the particular position Northern Ireland is in. He has demonstrated on a number of occasions a profound comprehension of the problems that part of the UK faces both economically and politically. This is to be respected considering he's the MP for North Dorset, which is one of the furthest constituencies possible from Northern Ireland. Anyway, here he was asking the former DUP leader Arlene Foster about the territorial claim the Republic of Ireland gave up as part of the Good Friday Agreement, an agreement the DUP refused to sign.
Do you think the unionist community, in all of its manifestations, has forgotten the enormous step that the Republic made of constitutionally giving up its territorial claim?
Well, you see, Chair, for a lot of unionists, including myself, it was an illegal claim that should have been challenged on many, many occasions, including by the European Union, but it wasn't.
I appreciate that. But
if something is wrong, it shouldn't have been there in the first place, ab initio. It shouldn't have been there to start with. So getting rid of something that shouldn't have been there in the first place isn't really a big thing. It's a bit like, when did you stop beating your wife sort of thing, It should never have been there in the first place.
Yeah, but, a malignant tumour in the body shouldn't be there. It's taken away and we think, well, that's rather good news. We wouldn't have preferred it to have been there in the first place. But from the Republic's point of view, that was a huge step which did give credence, did it not, to the Trimble assertion that as a result of that, unity of the Union was...
I have never disagreed that in terms of the constitutional position of Northern Ireland, the Belfast Agreement did no violence to the unionist position. What was very difficult for unionists were all of the other add-ons, including the morality of allowing terrorist prisoners out of prison. That was a huge kick in the teeth for a lot, not just unionists actually, for many in the community who felt that it was morally wrong. And that was why a lot of people voted against. Well, it was morally wrong, yes. And that's the reason why I voted against the Belfast Agreement myself. So therein lies the problem.
Okay. How did we approach this? So Northern Ireland, the territorial claim over Northern Ireland by the Republic of Ireland was given up as part of the Good Friday Agreement. And you have to understand that for many years, Republicans, both North and South, did not view Northern Ireland. They viewed Northern Ireland as something that should not exist. And they were convinced that it was time to give up that claim on Northern Ireland and head down the peaceful route to replace the bomb for the ballot box. And this involved the UK government, this involved the Irish government, this involved the United States, it involved the EU. And Republicans agreed to do that. They said, okay, we won't engage in any more war. What we'll do is we'll become Democrats. And part of the process of that was for the Irish government to give up its claim. Now, if Arlene Foster is complaining about territorial claims, then I presume she also has a problem with the Falklands, which is more famous, and also less famous, for example, the Charos Archipelago, which is another small claim that the UK has in dispute with other nations. So does she have a problem with those? Probably not. But she has a problem with Northern Ireland being claimed, the territorial claim over Northern Ireland. Now, this other point about how, the reason the DUP wouldn't sign up to this was because it allowed terrorists to go free, people who had committed crimes. I don't believe this for a moment. The DUP, yes, they raised this as a point, but I don't believe for a second that this was the real motivation behind this, because the DUP didn't have a problem with certain terrorists throughout their history as a party. They were egging on very sinister elements in Northern Ireland, and then the next day condemning their actions, and then the day after egging them on once again, using the rhetoric, pretending to care about the people of Northern Ireland, when in reality they wanted to stoke hatred and bigotry and these sinister elements. So it's very convenient for them to say that, yes, we didn't sign up to the Good Friday Agreement because we didn't like these people going free. But a part of the reconciliation was for these people to go free if they had given up their war. Then wouldn't it make more sense for them to become Democrats? Because what was the alternative? For these people to stay in prison, for the political wounds to continue to fester, or was it better to say, look, these people, they have committed crimes, but as part of the peace process, we need to allow these people to come out and to become Democrats. Because when a lot of these people were in prison, they were involved in other organizations, and there were political organizations within the prisons. There was coordinated attacks taking place within the prisons. So there was an idea that, well, if we let these people out and become Democrats, this will fix the problem. And to a great extent it has. Not completely, but then you can't treat everyone on an individual basis. You have to say everyone is out or nobody is out. But once again, the DUP looking for reasons why they feel that it was justified not to sign up to the Good Friday Agreement, and not acknowledging the claim that the Republic of Ireland had on Northern Ireland, and the fact that it was given up, the importance of that. They don't care. They didn't care about the Good Friday Agreement. Why would they care about the Republic of Ireland giving up its claim on Northern Ireland? Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.